So my name's Doug Pace, and I'm going to talk a little bit about what I've gone through over the last 2 years of my life. It's actually been pretty interesting. On March 14th of 2016, it's a day that some people say it's the day before the Ides of March. For me, it was kind of the start of the next few days of my life. I had 42 years old. I had just sold my company to my business partner. It was a pretty successful company. We had won U.S. Chamber Business of the Year, Tampa Chamber Business of the Year, been on the Inc. 5000 many years in a row. I was negotiating a role at a Fortune 100 company to be a C-level executive, and I was on top of the world. I thought it was the best. That was to be struck down because that evening I had a massive stroke. Massive stroke. I dissected my carotid and my vertebral arteries. So those are the 4 arteries that bring all the blood to your brain. And I collapsed in my bathroom in my home. The crazy thing was, going through a stroke is kind of interesting. It's kind of psychedelic in a sense. I can remember being on the ground in the bathroom, looking at my legs, going, man, this is really bad. I need to get up. I need to get up and tell my wife that I need to get to the hospital. But I couldn't move. My life was put on pause. I was evacuated to the hospital next to my house. And all I can remember being at that hospital is the doctor on the other side of the thing going, hey, this is really bad. We need to get this guy to Tampa General. Get the helicopter on the roof. And I'm looking around going, man, who's in such bad shape? And it was me. So I got to Tampa General. I spent a week in neuro ICU. I spent a week asleep. I had great friends that visited me every day. This is actually a picture of me. This is the first picture of me after being through rehabilitation. What you can't tell that I'm going through right here, it's both my kids, is everything that's going on. When you have a stroke, it's kind of like this. It's kind of like the shopping cart. Everything is hitting your senses, and you can't focus. You can't control. You can't control the smells. You can't control the light. You just want to get out. And then when people are asking you to talk, it's like flipping through baseball cards. You know what you want to say, but you can't find the word. Hey, can you pass me that salt shaker? Man, it's an easy word, but you got to flip through those cards. So what happened? I had spent my whole career living on my intellect, building a consulting practice. What was I going to do? I made a little bit of money selling the company, but not enough to retire forever. I had 2 small kids. I was 42 years old. So I did what I could. I went out and I talked to all my friends. I spent 6 months meeting with my friends. But the crazy thing is, I couldn't remember the conversations half the time. So I kept a little black book with me, and I'd write down everything that we talked about. And I did some cool things. I actually demolished a house with one of them. It was really fun. The great thing is, I actually give all my friends credit for my rehabilitation. Because of those experiences of talking with them so much, my brain remapped itself, and it remapped itself faster than anybody could imagine. And while I was healing my brain, I really got a chance to find out what was really important to me and who I was as a person. As you start to think about who you are, you think about who you want to be. Some people call it, being narcissistic or being self-centered. But once you start to figure out who you are and who you want to be, you can start to build your own values. I built 3 core values that I hold today. 1, have fun. Have fun in everything that you do. 2, be optimistic. If you don't have optimism, you have nothing. And 3, help others be successful. When I started doing this, everything started falling into place in my life. I built another company. I got clients faster than I ever wanted. And I got friends coming out of the woodwork saying, how can I help you? It was great. It changed my perspective, and I learned that perspective is a big thing. I was helping people. I was helping my friends. I wasn't working anymore, but I was making more money than I ever had. So if I leave you with one thing, I leave you with this. When you build your values and you think about what's important to you, you can really get a lot accomplished. And for me, it was about helping friends. And you can't ever have a better day than when you're helping your friend. Thank you. I'm Doug Pace.